Yo guys, and welcome to a new review. Today we are reviewing Licorice Pizza. Or Licorice Pizza. Or Licorice Pizza. Or Licorice Pizza. It's a pizza. Alright, so please tell me in the comments, how do I pronounce licorice? Is it like licorice? Or is it licorice? Or is it licorice? I don't know. I think it's licorice pizza, but I don't know. So please tell me in the comments, where do I need to put my focus on in the word? Licorice. Which one is it? Okay, so this 2021 movie came out in the first week of 2022 for Belgium, making it a 2022 movie for me. So that's why I reviewed this. This was actually the first 2022 movie that I saw this year too, because I watched this movie when I was still watching my 2021 movie. So that's actually quite nice. This movie is great, but it's such an art housey movie that not every theater in my area had it. Especially the theater I work in, we are like more of a commercial movie theater, so we only do the commercial movies, or not the commercial movies. What's the name? Oh, I forgot the words. Alright, we don't do art house movies that much, let's just say it that way. So this movie, I actually had to go like an end. I had to drive like 50 kilometers just to watch this movie. But it was worth it because it's a great movie. It's very long, but it's good. It's very good. And I thought, wow, maybe this movie will already be on the list of my best movies of 2022, but I can safely say that that won't be the case, but it's still very fucking good. And I didn't know anything about this movie. I never watched that trailer before. The only thing I did was steal a poster for this movie, because we had the posters for this movie. We had them in our theater. We just didn't have the movie. And nothing else. Wait. See, I actually stole the poster for this movie. So I have the movie poster. But I didn't see the movie at our theater, I just have the poster. And that's how I found out that Bradley Cooper was in this. I didn't know that. Now I know. Makes me think, Nightmare Alley also has Bradley Cooper. I have 9 films in my list at this moment, and 2 of them have Bradley Cooper. That's interesting. We also have Alana Kane, that's the main character. She was awesome. We have Cooper Hoffman, that is... I think this guy, his boyfriend, her boyfriend, I think he's that. I'm gonna hold it here. So that's gonna be him. Then we have Sean Penn, that's this guy over here. He's a great actor. We have Tom Waits, I think that's him, but I actually don't know. Could also be him. We have Bradley Cooper, that's him. We have Benny Safdie, and that is going to be, no, I think that's Benny Safdie, so that's Tom Waits. No, this is Benny Safdie. This one is Benny Safdie. Alright, yeah, this movie is directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. That I know. So, yeah, I have seen this movie, and I liked it. Let's start reviewing it. Yeah, this movie is a coming-of-age love story between Alana Haim's character and Tom Waits' character? Oh no, Cooper Hoffman's character. Those two, I know. Wow. Cooper Hoffman and Alana Haim. They are the main characters of this movie. And they have a relationship. Only thing is, she's like 27, 28, but she looks younger, I must say. And he was like 15 years old. God damn it. I'm going to get a hiccup? I certainly don't hope so. Alright, so we have Alana Haim, 28, 27, and we have Cooper Hoffman being 15, 16, looks older, is older in real life. So yeah, there's an age difference and a problematic one because, well, above 18, below 18. You know where I'm getting with that. And I must say, the movie handles this really well. And there are some people that are gonna turn off this movie just because it has that. And I get those people, but I still want to say, watch this movie because, yeah, the age difference can be problematic, but the movie handles it in a fine way. And there's a lot of time periods in this movie, so I mean, maybe it's okay in the end of the movie. I don't know. I just know that in the beginning of this movie, well, it is problematic, but they literally spent like 2 hours of this movie talking about that being problematic and them being teenagers. And even the girl, which is a lot older, she feels really and really connected to us because that character, she's sarcastic, but she's also unsure of herself and her future, and she doesn't know what to do in her life. So that's a great thing this movie has. It's that it's so familiar and it's so coming home for a lot of people, and that's what's made this movie great. Yes, it's long, and yes, it surely won't get to everyone, but it held me. I mean, I liked this movie just because I felt connected to it. But as I said before, yes, this movie is almost 2.5 hours long. It is a tad bit too long. It could have been trimmed down quite a bit. Another thing is that I just didn't love the characters in this movie being, well, Alana Haim's character was nice, Cooper Hoffman's character was nice, but almost every other character wasn't nice. And I must say, Cooper Hoffman's Gary, I really had to get used to him. I really had to, because he didn't connect with me. I really liked Bradley Cooper in this because he was just all over the place. And that's great. I laughed my ass off with that guy. He was creepy, but it was creepy in a fun way. And that's what I really liked about that casting. That was what I really liked about that character. But almost all the characters in this movie are fucking annoying or fucking bonkers. Yeah, none of them are good, but it's like the movie made them that exact way, so I am not mad about that being the case, because the movie literally made us not like those characters. It's on purpose, and I can see that. But I must say that this movie is more art housey, so we're gonna have to deal with a lot of cinematography in this, and the cinematography in an art house movie is usually kind of great, because, well, they spend a lot of time not making just a movie for theaters to earn money, like a blockbuster movie, and I'm not gonna say like Martin Scorsese did, a fun movie, theme park movie, like a roller coaster movie. It's not anything like that. Yes, I get what he means by it, and no, I don't get the hate he receives for it, because it's still just his opinion. But I do see that there is a difference between a blockbuster movie and an art house movie. And an art house movie is just not made for everyone. But the cinematography and the way they handle the story and the characters is just a little more fleshed out than in your average roller coaster blockbuster movie. And blockbuster movies are getting better at making great characters and not just being a popcorn flick. And they're getting really good at it. See Marvel, see Spider-Man No Way Home, see what they're going to do with Flash, I hope so. See what they're doing with the Batman and with Joker. They're gonna get there, and there's a great overlap between the two happening right now, and that's what I love. But at this moment, there's still a difference. And Licorice Pizza falls in the not blockbuster, but also not really a art house story vibe, because it's nothing special. It's very well made. It's a slow burn. The cinematography is great, but it's also not what I would think of a typical art house movie. Making this a very special movie that a lot of people are actually fine with watching, even when you're not a fan of art house movies, but it's just, it falls right in the middle, and it's a sweet spot for this movie. I must say it really works for it. It's not a slow burn, but it's also not a fast-paced movie, and that works great. But like every other movie, it is very stylistic, and it could have been a little bit shorter, and the pacing could have been a little bit better with moments, because yeah, it's a tad bit of a slow burn, but some pieces of this really are just slow. And that's the pieces that could have been trimmed down quite a bit. And thinking about the story, this isn't the most surprising movie out there. It's fine. It really is fine. And it's just a fun watch through. You watch this movie, you have fun with it, and then you never think of it again. Or maybe you rewatch it, or maybe you love this movie that much that you do think about it. But this isn't your typical art house movie that you are gonna talk about for weeks and for months. It's just you watch it, it's really good, and then that's it. And it's also a great spot. And then talking about the performances, Alana Haim, or the way you pronounce that name, she did a great job at giving us a comedic performance while also be a little bit drama. She was like the perfect, she literally gave us the perfect protagonist. Like, she was comedic, she was unsure of herself, she had drama in her, she was awesome. And that's why she was great. And that's why I love this movie. And yeah, Cooper Hoffman's character, I did have to get used to that guy. But his charm was there, and I really liked what he gave this character and what he did with it. It was great. And then obviously we have Sean Penn and Bradley Cooper doing what they do best, acting. And they were really good, especially Bradley Cooper. But it's those main characters that actually stand out a lot, and that's great. And I don't think there will be a Best Actress and the Best Actor nomination for them in this role and in this movie. But I'm sure that they both can get there up until a point in their career. I'm sure they can get there. In the end, I really like this movie. It's a really great movie. It's a bit complicated talking about some stuff because it falls under a middle spot between blockbuster art house, and that's something that we haven't seen that much before. So I wasn't really that invested. It was a tad bit too long, but I really loved what they were doing with it. I'm gonna give this movie an 822 or an 8.2 to 10. Have you seen Licorice Pizza, and did you like it? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.